Alright, so welcome back and thanks for tuning into another video. So today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to mow an overgrown yard. As you guys can see, my yard is definitely overgrown. It's ready for its first cut of the lawn season. So I'm going to show you guys how to mow an overgrown yard so you do not take off too much grass at once and stress your yard. So stay tuned. Let's go over it right now. Alright, so as you guys can see, this is my Snapper rear-wheel drive 21-inch lawnmower that I've been using for about 3 seasons. You see me sharpen the blade on it. And my yard, as you can see, is definitely overgrown. It is popped in big time and it's growing. As these temperatures start to warm up and we had a lot of rain, you know, this is what happens with the yard and with the fertilizer. So this is what happens with the yard. So now I want to go ahead and mow my grass. Now I'm not gonna go ahead and cut it. I normally cut my yard around 3 1/4 to 3 1/2 as the temperatures rise and it gets hotter. The hotter it gets, the higher I cut my grass to keep the soil moist so it keeps the yard from burning out. Now, right now, I'm gonna cut my yard on its tallest setting. Why I'm doing that is because I do not want to stress the yard out by taking too much grass off the top right away. You're not supposed to take more than 1/3 of an inch of grass off the top. So I'm gonna make 2 passes through the yard to get my grass to the proper height that I like it at. 3 1/4 is pretty good for right now. Like I said, until it warms up, then I'll be back around 3 1/2, 3 3/4. But as you can see, this yard is definitely overgrown and I need to get it under control. Why you don't want the yard overgrown like that? Because as you see, the grass starts to sway over, is more subjecting to a lawn fungus, and you do not want a lawn fungus in your yard. So my yard right now is currently unprotected from a fungus anyway, so I got to go ahead and get this yard back under control, and then I can start the proper care. Alright, so as you guys see, I'm finished with the first mow. Now that was on the top setting. So normally later in the year, like I said, I will mow on that top setting. So that's around, on my mower, around 4. It's 4 on my mower. But it's not needed right now for me to mow on that height. I'm gonna bring it down 1 more notch, and that's how I normally go until it starts to get real hot, like June, July. But let me show you guys how the first mow went. Well, you see I'm sweating. I'm out here, I'm working out. I'm working out today. So but let me show you guys the grass and let's get to it. All right, so this is the yard after the first mow. What do you guys think? Look at that. How did it turn out? Look at that. Look at that yard. Woo! Look at that yard. Hey, at first it looked kind of spotty. Earlier in the year, it looked spotty. It didn't look too good. And some people was questioning me. They didn't think I could make this yard bounce back. But what do you guys think? Look, this is from another angle. This is the first cut on the top setting. So normally, like I said, I'm gonna bring it down 1 more, but I could just leave it right here. It looks great. Now I got to do a little edging, but I just wanted to show you guys how this first mow came out. Look at this. Now some of the spots, it's still spotty in some areas, and when you cut it down, still spotty because the grass, like I said, is growing in very, very light. Got some grass, see, it's growing in, but in another couple weeks this will be all set, trust me. So this is from the overseed. Like I said before, the tall turf fescue, it takes 7 to 14 days to germinate, like they said, but you really need about 30 to 45 days. So, but for the most part, look at the corner over here. Can't do nothing with that corner. If you new here, that's a tree stump, so I really can't do much with that corner. But this is over here, that's some old wood from the tree that fell. I had to cut it up if you're new here also. So it's just sitting there for now until I break it down. But look at this yard, look at it. That's with a sharpened blade. Like I said, you want to sharpen your blade in the previous video when you're about to mow your grass. Now let's get a close-up on the grass. The grass doesn't look too bad here. It's not ripped or torn. You know, it's gonna look a little chopped, but that's how it's supposed to look. If you come back in a couple days and you see them brown tips, then that means it was kind of pulling and tugging. But for the most part, like you see, it looks good. That's an even cut. Now this is turf type tall fescue. If you're new here, this is a full turf type tall fescue yard. So by Greenview grass seed turf type tall fescue. So if you want to take a look at my previous videos, but this is the first cut. What do you guys think the first mow, how they turn out? I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna take it down one more notch, but you guys get the point. You see the picture, you see the vision. This is gonna be a great year, I'm trying to tell you. If you guys like what I'm doing here, you want to follow the journey, or you want to follow along and do what I do, like, comment, and subscribe to the page, like the video, share the channel if you like. But as you guys can see, I think I know what I'm doing by now. It's been about 4 seasons, trial and error, but I think I got it now. I think I got this. So if you guys, one more time, look at the yard. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. Take care, like, comment, and subscribe to the page. Once again, I appreciate you guys for the 5K. Once again, can't thank you guys enough. But take care, thank you, and see you in the next video.